Hello everyone, it's Drop Legend here, and today I'm gonna be fighting every single local legend in the 5.5 update. I just stumbled upon one and it seems to want iansan, so I actually stopped here to record and took iansan on the team. Stop talking. And yeah, I'm gonna be facing first Tupu here, which is around this area here. So just walk over here. And yeah, let's start with this one. I don't know how many local legends there are, but nothing will stop me. I'm probably gonna be using the Navia Mavuika Bennett and Xilonen team, but since this boss has a mechanic, I'm gonna, do that mechanic and put iansan on the team. So let's go. I do not know how to use iansan, and iansan is also not built. I do want to make that very clear. Should I just put Favonius Lance on you? I have a level 70. Well, I cannot put it in combat, so we'll be doing whatever. Okay, seems to be... Okay, so this, I think you have to break them by running. Yeah, I did not gain anything from that, so I assume there's no buff for that. Which is weird, because why would you want to break them then? Like if I go here and walk over them, I don't get anything from it. That's weird. Okay, well, I guess iansan wasn't needed, but he's here anyway. Rotation's going a bit weird. Yeah, there's no reason to break this. But I guess I can do it. Okay, so he seems to dash. That's fine. Oh, I did have a guy die in exploration. I might be cooked here. So this seems like somewhere where you actually do want to run. I assume this stuns them. Yeah, this stuns. Okay, that's good to know. For now, we'll get a Mavuika rotation, even though Navia's dead. As the first experience, I'm gonna do a non-reaction heavy Mavuika, I guess. But I don't wanna, do multiple attempts because... There we go, we can heal. We'll do that. Stop running. Dodge that. Shot there. Yeah, I still don't know what's the point of breaking those, I will say. Seems to be an overall pretty simple boss. It seems to just have a few dashing attacks and some cosmetic rocks, but if you break the big rocks you do get a buff, so yeah, very easy to dodge too, so okay, that attack seems to start that, that's good to know. You have a lot of time to break that. There was like a timer with the ground showcasing when it's gonna explode, and it seems very generous. There is the peak overall rating. I'd say that boss is probably a 6 out of 10. I think the mechanic is wasted since it doesn't do anything unless it's a big rocks, and it does require you to use iansan or whereas assuming there's no animal over here, or just ignore it, which you can probably do because just dodge. The next boss, which I actually recorded before this because I found randomly, I didn't rate, but I'd give it like a 7.5 out of 10. See you there right now. I happened to find this local legend here. I was in a call with a friend and I basically just said how much you want to bet these are local legends, and I just went and struck them, and yeah, they are. I don't think I'm gonna use iansan here. My iansan isn't built. I don't think iansan is even that good for this team, just here for the exploration basically. So I'm gonna try this. They're just two animals, it shouldn't be too bad. Battlegoat and Ironclaw. Okay. We'll see what they do. It's kind of hard to know what they do. Okay, the goat seems to dash. Makes sense, it's a goat. Oh, that's cool. That's a nice attack. It did knock over the other guy too. There we go. Okay, the other guy's spinning. I assume that deals a lot of damage if I'm nearby. Seems to be just a simple duo one, where it's basically just two guys doing attacks that are pretty dangerous and need to be dodged every now and then, and otherwise they're kind of just chilling. Which is fine, I think that's a good difficulty. That dash is very slow though, I will say. Oh, what's that? Oh, you have to break it with the dash. That's really cool. Okay, so basically other guy gets a shield. That did not activate there. And you have to get the dash to hit that. Oh yeah, that's cool. Let me just get a shot here. Okay, they're both not dead yet. I assume there's no revive mechanic like those other guys. There seems to be a... I assume this attack is because the other guy's dead. So it's meant to be like a harder one. I assume there's a challenge with this where you basically just kill them at the same time, but that's that for now. Both... Oh, it's meat and fowl. Honestly, not a horrible way of getting a few extra. I'm just gonna put in here like the battle animals. Let's give them that. And yeah, that's the first local legend. Now I'm actually gonna find the rest probably. Okay, here we have the third local legend. Just kind of flew over here. So let's change the team back to Bennett and Xilonen. And let's go. Seems to be a magma monster with an actual unique model too. I have a pretty good amount of energy, I'll be okay. Ooh, a geoshield. So you have to break the geoshield to get extra damage. That's good. I assume this made for plunge or geo in general, which geo will obviously do. Because I have a Navia team here. Unlucky that I made Navia for you. Oh, there's a new thing. Where I have to deal, I think, Pyro? Wait, is this team made for this exact team that I use? I mean, this boss made for the team I use? That's crazy. Looks like I need to deal pyro damage at least. Oh, I just swapped to Navia mid-slap. Let's revive. Okay. Nice dodge. Yeah, it does want me to use Pyro, and quite a lot of Pyro attacks too. I think xiangling or Pyro Traveler would be very good for this, just to deal the damage. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to just brute with just Mavuika, even though her Pyro isn't like very high application. Yeah, it seems to be filling up the bar just fine though. Did you just deal 2000 damage? Are you even a local legend? That's like the lowest amount I've ever seen a local legend do. Okay, here we go. Let's break the shield. Yeah, there's an actual local legend amount of damage. 453k, okay. You don't even get stunned, you just get... like, you can actually deal damage. So it seems to be a pretty annoying local legend that actually wants you to, you know, use different elements, like Geo and Pyro. And after that it's kind of gone. What resource do you give? Yeah, that's a good way to grind these. But still, I think that's a pretty annoying one. I think the best thing to use for this is actually gaming, because of Pyro and Plunge breaking the shield. Or like Arlecchino with zhongli, or something like that. Overall, I'd say another... I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. Okay, here we have the fourth one, which I actually don't know the name of yet. I should mark this on the map. I guess I can Google the bosses later. Well, I have them googled up, but yeah. Knight's Trial. So usually these trial ones are the one where you have to use a certain types of strategies. In this trial, the enemy will attack with charge attack or continuously fire fan-shaped projectiles when your character receives a shield. Will be countered. So you need a shield for this. Okay. I don't have a shielder, but I do have crystallize. So I assume that works, maybe? Yeah, you seem to be taking like no damage. It does kind of pierce through though. I don't know, there's not much crystallize going on, I'll tell you that much. I wonder which attack I'm supposed to like crystallize them. There you go, I have a crystallized shield. This one?
Come on, Navia.
No.
Focus. Brace yourself. 2, 4. Let's light it up. All right.
Maybe the crystallized shield just wasn't enough. And I need to actually put on a strong shield. That's possible. Yeah, I don't get it. I'm gonna change my team to... Well, I'm just gonna probably take away both Mavuika and Xilonen and put in like zhongli and... Should I do the classic? The OG? Never was the best team, but it's always a pretty satisfying one. The zhongli team here. Let's try. I think I'm just gonna ignore the mechanic, go for a beatdown and assume the shield works. If it doesn't, it's gonna take a long while, I'll tell that much. There we go. There we go, now you take damage. Okay, so you just need a stronger shielder. I feel like if you have like Noel, zhongli, anyone, you'll be very good here. Or the new and shiny Lali actually would work. Or we should have just changed, you know, Xilonen for that. And there's no time where I get to actually deal a large amount of damage. But I'll be doing some extra. Go. So being right in front of her face while she does that with the shield is very, very strong for damage. And you're dead. And you're dead. There you go. Overall, yeah, that's a terrible boss. I mean, it is just put on the shield and stand in front of the boss. Overall thoughts, probably like a 3 out of 10. Just bring a shielder, there's no boss fight. Okay, so for the last one, which I've already marked over here because I found the statue here quite a long time ago, I'm gonna be doing now. So let's get the Mavuika and Xilonen. And let's go. I actually don't know what the challenge here is though. Because it is another obsidian thing, so I assume there's something crazy. Okay, so it takes less damage. We'll spawn things in the arena. If you collect them, you can dispel the stuff. Can also absorb the orbs to summon. Huh? So you just want to collect orbs. It seems to be the main point here. There doesn't seem to actually be a incentive to deal any damage. Yeah. So we'll just collect orbs. So these are the orbs. So we do want to run with faster characters and dodge whilst you take the orbs. Does that work? Oh come on, I didn't have the... It's okay, we'll do damage anyway. Okay, what are you doing? Okay, now I need to take more of these orbs before they go to him. There seems to be a clear rotation of doing this. So I don't want to get close, even though I have the orbs. I just want to pick them up so he doesn't get anything. Oh wait, no, it gives me a shield so I can survive whatever he's throwing at me. Okay, makes sense. And they also give Night Soul, which does make it so I don't actually, you know, lose out on that running. Oh, his health is so low, I didn't notice that actually does damage. I guess it makes sense. Okay. I assume iansan and Varys are also very good for this because they do run the fastest. doesn't seem to be enough to break yet. Yeah, no. I need more orbs. Cool attacks though, I will say.
Off we go.
There we go. It doesn't seem to deal damage though. How did... Okay, there we go. So as you get many you do. And that should be it. Overall, actually, I think that's the most interesting boss because it actually has a mechanic of going around, but way too easy. That's not a local legend amount of difficulty. It should have things like parkour and you have to rush and you just need to really lock in to actually grab them, but nah, doesn't seem to be that. So yeah, I guess that's the end. There seems to be only 5, I just want to make sure. Challenger 3, obviously I'm gonna finish this duelist. I forgot to do this, which I do need to do, but there's all of those, there's the challenges later. Yeah, that's the end of this video. There's the local legends. I'd rate that one maybe a 7. Overall, just not that great. I feel like the best one was the duo animals. Compared to the last one, you know, Rely being easily the hardest local legend in my opinion, and being a really cool boss overall. Ironbeard being kind of gimmicky, same with the bat, but they were still fun gimmicky. Yeah, overall I feel like the last local legend patch was a lot more fun. Not to say that these weren't like... that these were like terrible or something. Oh, there's chests over here.
Alright.
What are these for?
Oh, what a stroke of good luck.
An ancient stored coffin. Yeah. What is this? Has there always been this? Imagine if there's chests for every local legend that I just haven't opened. But I assume it's if you defeat all of them, maybe? I don't know if you're getting more Natlan expansions. Huh. Yeah, I don't think there's a normal way to leave, so I think this could actually be unique to defeating all of them. Oops. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna show the builds real quick. And let me just leave accidentally. Constellation 2 on my main there. Still free to play, even though this team looks kind of insane. I guess this Xilonen is very calm. We can show this too. Who else did I use? Zhongli. Sure, we'll use Sammy show this. And xiangling.
Osmanthus wine.
No Osmanthus wine. And no request. Sorry. Yeah, just Favoniusing it is what it is. And I guess the iansan was in the video, but yeah. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next local legend patch, probably.